We are live. We are live. How are we all doing today? If you are new in the channel, please subscribe, like the video, comment, and share. Tell me what you think about the video. We are here to respond to some of the one, should I say, one or group of people, group of individual who came online. I don't know if they invited PM or PM decided to go to the platform on Twitter, and reaching there, they decided to, groom themselves to attack him with some funny questions and some question that doesn't really matter much, as if you were blindly following his PM, or people are not aware of what his activities stand for. But one thing our people need to know, especially the Igbo Biafrans, when you are in freedom fighting, or maybe you are seeking for your freedom, there are certain things you need to understand. One of those things is that everybody must not support you. That is for fact. But some questions that people are asking is kind of selfish, and some of the questions doesn't really make sense. Imagine a situation whereby you have a group of people who come from north, moving from one place to place, buying people who own the land, and the chances of them coming to your land is high. And you see someone who trying to, put a measure to stop them from doing what they intended to do, which is to take everybody unaware and destroy everything. And instead of you to talk about how to prevent them from taking your land, your focus is on how to blackmail someone who is doing something to stop them from taking your land. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, we also have an information today that one of our brother who is back there in Imo State, made a video complaining about how Fulani people are taking people out, kidnapping them, and taking ransom in Obinze and other part of Imo State. He is not a Biafran freedom fighter. He's a Biafran, but he's not into the struggle. So what he was saying is that Fulanis are taking over Imo State, and maybe you are not from Imo State. You think that it's only Imo State because Obozema is there doing what he think that he can. But at the same time, when you are silent and refuse to comment on those things, it will still extend to your own location. Whether you are from Imo State, in Enugu, Anambra, or even Delta, wherever you think you are not safe. The best thing for you to do is for you to realize this fact, that it will still get to you if you are not doing anything now when it happened to other people. People in Plateau State 2015, when they saw people in Southeast carrying flags, shouting for Biafra, and they saw what police and Nigerian army did to them, people of Plateau today were there mocking and laughing, thinking that it will never get to them. Today, what happened? They are now, mourning their loved ones because of the same issue. So it's either you fall in the hands of a Fulani herdsmen, or you fall in the hands of Nigerian security agents. When we talk about this, people would say, "Oh, you are fighting government." It's not about fighting government. We are talking about what is happening. Reality news. It's not something that's being cooked up or propagandist or anything. No. So this kind of information is why some people, it baffles me when I saw our people making, should I say, silly and stupid argument about activities of different prime minister and different government in Israel, especially the different liberation army. So those things are things, to me, I don't see it something wise after seeing what is happening to other people, and you want to make political statement about it. There's one lady in that live space, in that Twitter space today, where PM was, receiving questions from agents of politicians. That is why I tag our title in this video: selfishness over freedom. Igbo politicians agent versus Referendum Prime Minister. It was like a battle. But PM, being that he's not in his platform, he was invited in that program. He was cool-headed and he did not react negatively, trying to talk sense to some people that doesn't have sense. To me, it is a waste of time. If I have opportunity to advise him, you don't need to go to this kind of people. You understand? No matter what you preach to them, even if you hold Biafra constitution and everything, different freedom in your hand before them, as long as they are not, that your freedom cannot is not going to give them bribery and corruption they are receiving from the country at the moment, they will not accept it. So why will you waste your time preaching for them? That is why I keep on saying that I cannot do what Masno Kano is doing or have done, or neither will I be like PM because I don't have that patience. Honestly, I don't have. If you talk back to me, I will come after you, no matter how who you are. So I can't. I'm not the type that receive insults and all this, and I keep quiet. I won't. PM was very calm, trying to the extent that the host of that space was even against someone like PM. You know, when you allow these people, they'll keep on talking and talking. And when PM want to say, he say just 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So then PM noticed it and said, look, I've been watching how you're treating me and how you are treating other people here. So I don't think I am welcome here. I have stayed over my welcome or something like that. So what did he do? He logged that. And I was told that this platform, because I was not in the space, I watched that space through Twitter program, people that streamed it direct. So if you listen to them, they were saying that these people that are on space are people who don't even have followers. Whenever they're doing space, you see highest max, you see 100 people. Maximum people there is 100, highest. And today, because of the presence of PM, they had more than 1,000 plus in a few minutes. So let's just respond to them, my brother. I would like to, play this live stream so you hear the audio, not the video, for the meantime, because we need to call a spade a spade. It's not something that we should keep quiet or appreciate like that. It's not. To me, it's not. It's very, very bad. Do you have any comment to say make before we start playing the video?
Okay,
Welcome,
thank
welcome.
you for you said well. According to ndị Igbo, asị ha gba n'aka ekweghị onye ele ya. You
Yeah,
understand me?
yes. And, please, if you are joining us,
Yeah.
like the video, so other people will join us. Please continue.
Now, the video you talk about our brother from Imo State inside a vehicle,
Yes,
lamenting of
yes.
what is going on in
Somebody,
Imo State.
thank you.
In my village, in my second village, you understand me? He mentioned three villages or four. In called Obinze, in called
Yes,
Ofola, in called Futo.
yes.
That is Futo is
People
Ihagwa
get
or Ezebodo. In called Umagwo. This is this place
yeah.
in called. I get me. This is
Yes.
our brother that is lamenting. If you ask him to support the struggle, he will say no. I get
Oh,
me.
no, no,
For
no,
his
no.
own selfish interest, for him to become a councillor or a house member, one of the things that's his own selfish interest. Now, why is he lamenting? Because that thing that is there, according to ndị Igbo, ha nụga na ugwu abịa na ndịda. You understand me? That thing that I hear in the north, in the northern part, is coming to the eastern part. Now, why is he lamenting? Are you getting me? He's lamenting because he knows that he may be the victim tomorrow. Because he may be the victim tomorrow. Are you getting me? Because nobody have undo or one naka chukwu. You understand me? But let's
Yes,
be
yes,
sincere.
yes,
We
yes.
all know that the zoo is falling. The zoo is falling. No, it's not. The zoo has fallen down. Are you getting me? It's better for you to. It's good to join a winning party or a winning side of the battle. Are you getting me? Because Nigeria now we know that it has gone. What is gone is gone. Are you getting me? Where is the winning party is Biafra. Just like when, for example, in the politics of Nigeria, those that form APC are those that are in PDP. Are you getting me?
Yes,
When you know that
yes.
PDP has fallen down, they divert to APC to be the party.
Exactly.
Now, we all know that Nigeria is falling. What is still holding the Igbos or the Biafra or those that have the selfish interest not to join the movement? Are you getting me? Now, there are many ways to join a movement, and we are in 21st century. When you hear the word called 21st century, it's all about wisdom, thinking, and things. Are you getting me? We are
Technology. My friend.
direct, indirect. Are you getting me? We have what they call
Yes.
bitcoins and other means of payment, but they fail. They don't want to join the struggle. They don't want to join the movement. They think that Bitcoin for them to make money. Because our leader says, serve the zoo and come back in shame. Why are they lamenting? Are you getting me? Why are they lamenting? Because they are coming back in shame. They don't know how to join to meet PM. Now, according to your speech, those that that is in the Twitter meeting or what? That's called in Twitter. I don't know. I've not listened to it. And 80% of them or 90% of them are living in diaspora. Let me tell you the truth. 90% of them are living in diaspora. They're not living in Nigeria. Now, if you're living in diaspora, you know my voice is repeating. It's like the earpiece is splitting my voice. Now,
No. I just want to see how we are sounding to people that are listening to us. So that's
okay,
what I
okay,
did. Yeah, just continue. Continue.
okay. Now, those that are living in diaspora know what they call good life, know what they call good government. Everything. Now,
Yeah.
EM is living in Kenya. It's comfortable in Kenya. No of us can say that EM had been in Nigeria in the upper land 5 years ago or 10 years ago. I guess it's difficult to there. But why is he fighting all these things? He wants his people to be comfortable. For people that are in diaspora today are fighting against him not to hide his mission. You understand me? How can you be in abroad? You are comfortable. The success, you are still your income, 30 away from your motherland. I'll give you training how to declare your freedom again. Are you getting me? The issue that I can say is that PM have time to listen to them because what is happening to just part one, Genesis of you. Are you getting me? Genesis of you because these people are not for the freedom. They are selfish interests. That selfish interests that make us who are still in Nigeria today. You know, some people that selfish interests have put a lot of force in place. Zik, you know that Zik was selfish interest. I put a lot of force in place. The time when I talk about selfish interest is what you get today. You get it for what you get tomorrow. I listened to one interview made by the emir, the leader of Dubai, the leader of Emirates. He said, "What I will give to my people in 100 years' time, let me give them now." Are you getting me? Let me give them now.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? That thing that my people get 100 years time, let them get it now. Now, why is our people fighting against peace and not socialize the freedom? What is the interest? Are you getting me? What is the aim? They don't want good thing. If they want good thing, why you go to diaspora for holidays? Why you don't just for vacation? Huh? Are you getting me?
Yeah. Very well. So, are you done? Okay. Let me start by let's go through the video. So it will.
Okay, because apparently the position you take
Is it coming
and the
out?
position your followers do take does not represent what you're trying to paint.
Because
here.
I was not here. I was not here when he was
Exactly.
saying,
So
when he
now
was saying that,
that's
but I
why
listened to it. And so if you know
that's
if you
fine.
know
So
the
now
background,
that
why did you not address him?
no. I don't have to because he's asking you that question.
He did not ask.
Because
He did not
what
ask me that question. He said the question that they have been asked.
Okay, it's here. Fine, if he doesn't want to answer the question, I can go
What
ahead.
question? What question, please? Can you answer your question? What is the question?
Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Simon. You called my name here. My name is Daniel Lemo. Okay, and then I'm co-hosting this space. I'm an Igbo man, just like you. I asked a very
Sorry. It's not clear.
Yes.
Okay.
simple question. And with my reference to South Sudan, I wasn't comparing Igbo people to the people of Sudan. I was talking about processes for
How
self-determination
about it now?
and things that lead to referendum. Since 1995, I've had myself.
How is it now?
Myself
Is
was
it coming
pursuing
out?
Biafra agitation. at some point,
It's not land. It's talking
Biafra government in exile.
Now you are laying background. Can you just
I'm coming, sir. Please,
ask your question, because I don't know why you are laying background.
allow me? Can you allow me to speak?
Because it is something here. You cannot just lay background. Ask your question.
Is he coming out? I think it's your network. I think your network is giving delaying the something.
Okay, fine. Let me ask my question.
No, if I put earpiece,
The
you will not
Biafra
hear it at
government in
all.
exile do to achieve a Biafra referendum? Especially drawing the attention to the international community, because before South Sudan or Kosovo or East Timor achieved a referendum, there was a global conversation about it. Not just in the UN, governments of different international governments were directly involved. It took years before the referendum came into place.
Do you hear it at all? Is it coming out there? It's not coming out. Let me see. What is going on?
Now let me answer you. First of all, Nigeria is a very complicated country with a very dangerous diversity.
So how is if you cannot hear me, then there's no need for me to keep on playing it. So how is if you cannot hear me, then there's no need for me to keep on playing it. So how is if you cannot hear me, then there's no need for me to keep on playing it. So how is if you cannot hear me, there's no need for me to. So how is if you cannot hear me, there's no need for me to. I don't know what is wrong with this.
People fought. We have designed our own way.
How about it now?
How to fight our own freedom against Nigeria, because Nigeria is a very, very fragile.
I don't know what is wrong with this.
People fought. We have designed our own way.
How about it now?
How to fight our own freedom against Nigeria, because Nigeria is a very,
your network. Oh, your network. The audio is playing.
We have this diversity that in a way that nobody can ever rise against the state. That people can forfeit even doing business in order to express themselves, to show how anger they have. So our roadmap to Biafra is, first of all, creating international awareness by delegitimizing the Nigerian government within Biafra land. Those nations you mentioned, something necessitated the international community to start discussing about them.
That is
what was it? Conflict.
Exactly.
What was it? Violent. What was it? Battle. South Sudan fought for over 30 years.
Yes.
Before the referendum. So if there were no fight, nobody would listen to them. Now, Nigeria have been designed in a way that you must not rise above the political elite. And if you rise above them, they will suppress you down. If you go to the street to demonstrate, they will suppress you down. They will kill you. You have seen them killing innocent Biafrans, especially in the IPOB demonstrators. In Aba, they massacred over one.
They will pretend they never watched, they know what happened when IPOB was protesting with the flag. These are Igbo people. They are not from other parts. They know what happened when you protest. Even just for you to protest in the country, what will become of you? The government or the security agencies will come after you. So that is it. And what PM is saying here is known facts.
50%. Nobody did anything. So now, me having a military experience and how to fight Nigeria, because I know Nigeria very well, better than all of you, and you can attest to that with our activities today. That the only way is to defend Biafra people and fight Nigeria in guerrilla warfare. And in addition to that, we started by
making
sure that Biafra sit at home so that it will be part of the mechanism we are going to use to prove to international community that Biafra have rejected Nigeria. And that is a very well accepted democratic process anywhere in the world. Civil disobedience. Of course, with a Nigeria agent like you and many of you who will think that people are being forced to stay at home, while somebody is here telling you how he is driving on Monday and nobody have harassed him. At the same time, he said that people are afraid of going out. But he has been driving, according to him, and nobody have harassed him, nobody have killed him, nobody have harassed him. And he's confessing here how he's doing that, and nobody have harassed him. So what I'm trying to say here is that this sit at home is one of the mechanisms to prove to the world that Biafrans are indeed tired of Nigeria and they are no longer loyal to the government. The evidences are there. The governors of each state have done everything to stop the modern sit at home. They did not succeed. They threatened to sack them. The workers did not succeed. They threatened that anybody that did not open his shop or her shop will be closed down. It did not succeed. It is a vote of no confidence and it's a referendum on its own. So we use this now to call the attention, first of all, to awaken the spirit of every indigenous person in Nigeria that, look, we can do undoable, to make sure our voices are heard, to make sure that we put these political criminals on their toe. And you cannot look at what we are doing today, you will not thank us that we actually put them on their toe. Because President Bola Tinubu can travel from Nigeria to Germany to complain about the activity of Samoneba to the German Chancellor. It happened. The Chief of Army Staff can go to the National Assembly for the very first time in the history of Nigeria to cry. During the time of Wazirike and before Mazen and Mikano were kidnapped, there has never been any discussion to such magnitude where every security chief in Nigeria went to the National Assembly and started crying. It happened right before your very own eye because we have built and unveiled a very powerful and strong army with our little resources. And we are not going to stop. Our target is to fight Nigeria until international community will talk about Biafra the way they talk about other nations, and we go into our referendum. Now, we are organizing a self-referendum.
My brother, you see how he's interrupting him now when he's making comments. You see the interruption? Because once he hit them, once he open up and say what they don't really want to hear, it become problem. For you to know, we have a lot of people who benefit from government a lot in Igbo land, and is the one of the major problem. You will hear one little girl, a very young girl in this in that space, yapping and trying to even say calling PM names, calling him names. When it was Jamaica Jere who took a screenshot, you know, and show it to Adadorama. Adadorama showed the picture of that lady on screen, so we were able to see the image of that girl. If you find out that this girl is just a girl of maybe highest 30 years, if I'm or 30 years down, and what she was saying there, she was saying out of bitterness and anger, proving that she could be one of those girls that the politicians rent house for, you know, for them in abroad, stay there. So once they go medical vacation, they will use that girl as a sex toy and all that. So many of them who have one or two things to benefit from the system are crying loud. Just here, because I don't think we are not going to play all the videos, but let's hear some part of the program. You understand? So you understand why we are making point that we are making in this last year. Although I will have something to also to say about regarding activities of our brothers, our people, Igbo people who refuse to see what is going on. Let's continue.
We are organizing a self-referendum because the Biafra government in exile, as a government in exile, have every right under international law to conduct election, to participate in any political movement. And because of the fragile state in Nigeria, we decided that we are going to, first of all, conduct this self-referendum to make sure we gather as many signatures as possible to present to the world that indeed Biafra people are ready to live. It is called self-referendum. We do not need any validation from UN. We do not need any validation from European Union. We do not need any validation from America. It is our own self-referendum. After we conduct this self-referendum, we are going to declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra and defend it with the mandate that the Biafra people are going to give to us from this self-referendum.
Okay, Simon, regarding that question, how do you verify regarding that question of issue of referendum? And I'm going to also read out a lot of questions in the comment section for you.
Just ask a question.
Yes. How do you now verify to avoid issue of multiple voting? And also to be sure that the person voting is actually someone from Biafra extraction. That is number one. Number two, someone asked me, said, Oga Simon,
Can I answer you when you don't need to repeat so I don't forget? Okay. Let me address this one.
All right, just answer.
How we are going to verify that the people that are voting are Biafrans is first of all by accepting that you are a Biafran.
Yeah.
Nigeria has no database to know who is in Nigeria and who is not in Nigeria. So anybody that click that link, you have identified yourself as a Biafra. And because there is no database anywhere to show that you are in Nigeria or not in Nigeria or a Biafra or not a Biafra, we will accept every vote. Another thing is that any person that is voting don't have to vote twice because it is one email to one person. And you cannot use one email to vote twice. And with what we are going to do, we are going to give the opportunity to any government official in the world to have access to the database platform where people, if they want to know actually how we conducted the election, and after the number will start coming. If they care to know, we are going to show them how we did it. It is not what I'm going to explain to you here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry,
Okay, ask him a question, then we'll start reading out, and then other people not gonna speak can ask. All right. So ask him, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Mr. Simon, what is the significance of this referendum? You said you are going to have a self-referendum, a referendum that will not be reviewed by any organization. That will not be, because why I'm saying this is because there is a UN principle for self-determination. And I still point out the fact that South Sudan was the last country to conduct a referendum a little over a decade ago. And we know how a committee, a global panel was set up to monitor that referendum. The same way elections are conducted, and then you see UN observers.
You see, this are functional. He is here trying to ask the importance and significance of that self-referendum. And he keep on using South Sudan. He forgot that South Sudan did something before that world organization that monitored the referendum, before they accept to conduct referendum for South Sudan. And he's here trying to dodge that thing that South Sudan have done that made them to earn the power and let's say sympathy of world powers to accept that organization of referendum for them. There are something that South Sudan did which none of them will agree here to do. And what is that thing? To face your enemy. They don't want to face, to face your enemy is a problem. Yet they want to reap what South Sudan have enjoyed that opportunity that South Sudan enjoyed. Forgetting how many years of war that South Sudan was with who is, I think is it North Sudan? I don't know the other part of the Sudan. But what I'm trying to say is that North Sudan. So what I'm trying to say is that those people want to push Simon Ekpa to force United Nations, another world power, to organize referendum for Biafra without engaging, doing what it's supposed to do for those world power to come to and say, okay, let us organize referendum. All the things you see them running up and down now is just to avoid in facing what you're supposed to face before the UN will not say, okay, let us look into your matter. They don't want to do that. And all they want is, okay, Simon, have you engaged world power? Simon, why this referendum that you are doing now, who is organizing it? So you can see the stupid and gullible questions that is coming out from them. Do you have any comment to make so far?
Yes, thank you. Now, like what you said before, freedom have a procedures. We have a key, a strategy, a plan. We must not go beyond or above the plan. For example, that's not for everything. When our leader, people are saying, where is the roadmap to Biafrans? People are saying, show us the map of Biafra. People are saying, show us the boundary of Biafra. Why? It is not yet time to see all those things. Now, our PMs around now, those things that are demanding us, the roadmap, the plan, the boundary, the everything, the map, we have told them what they are demanding for. Now, the talk of sit at home, I have sit at home here. Sit at home to keep the freedom. Violence to keep the freedom. Before a educated man said that no freedom without pain, without pain.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello. I think we've lost him. We have lost him. So let's continue playing the until our brother will join us back. Let's continue playing the video.
Now you want to conduct a so-called self-referendum that will be done electronically with nobody monitoring it. You are the one orchestrating it. And then you say that after that, you will declare a Republic of Biafra. Under whose support are you going to?
I noticed that. I noticed.
Okay. Now, the talk of South Sudan, they have not thought what happened in South Sudan. Let me. South Sudan go into go into crisis. When I call crisis, basic crisis. Just like in the talk of South Africa. Mandela is in prison 27 years. 27 years in prison. That's the price they pay in prison. We go into the war. For example, Israel no violence with Hamas, with the word they will never have Hamas. But Israel use the violence of the war on Hamas or by Syria or Gaza. That is where the war interferes in the country. Me. They must be taking that with the attention of the UN of the world.
Exactly.
If you not do that,
He to go to the point in the Kumagia. There's something you must do to get their attention.
Now, Putin strike Ukraine. You draw the attention of the world and the Ukraine and Biafra have not strike Nigeria. That is why the world have not entered. We have not. We don't do fair compare with Nigeria. What happened in Britain? Britain strike America. That is why we want to intervene. That is why we are hearing American news today. They strike America to their feet. Biafrans have not strike Nigeria. And we can only get our freedom when we strike Nigeria. Now, the thing that people want to do is that economic breakdown of Nigeria. Once we get the economic breakdown of Nigeria, we strike Nigeria. Because you cannot touch a giant of Africa with the level of economy. Now, for example, that you know that the economic strategy for PM is working in Nigeria. Every working. Many companies are living in Nigeria. Many companies. Everything. For example, now, that is the richest country. Me, then we don't have problem. It's affecting him too. I don't know. It's affecting it's affecting them. Who is the consequence?
Your voice is breaking again.
I don't know what is happening. It's repeating. I don't know why.
Your voice is not steady at all.
I don't know. I'm not using earpiece. I don't know why it's repeating.
I think it's back now. It's back. Continue.
Okay. And something, if the strategy of PM, it's called the economic of Nigeria. If we rush into the war again, we may lose it. If we rush into the war that we're talking about, we will lose it. But those heavy men, those rich men that benefited from Nigeria, that had the selfish interest in Nigeria, would give money to fight him again. But now, that Mutuna is crashing down. The world is crashing down. Yeah, they cannot do the little is that they have to fight the war. They cannot do it. But PM now know how to fight the war. The strategy of war, we are in war. We are in war crisis in Nigeria. We are in anywhere of war in Nigeria. What
He
is
said
the war?
he, he said it here. He said it here.
Yes.
Let's continue. You hear what PM said. Let's continue playing the video so we know his PM response to this guy. Let's hear him.
Okay.
And you say that after that, you will declare a Republic of Biafra. Under whose support are you going to declare a Republic of Biafra? Is that not a self-sabotage? Because people conduct
Can you ask your question and not make a comment? Can you ask your question?
No, excuse me. We need to understand something, please. Okay? You are not the only person who understood those things about self-determination.
Can you ask
You
your
just
question?
indicted yourself right here. You said you are going to conduct a self-referendum, and then thereafter, you will declare a Republic of Biafra. What we are saying is that even if you conduct the referendum and people do not agree to it, you will proceed and declare Biafra. Does that meet the principle of self-determination, of human rights?
Can I address you now?
Okay.
I want to say something. Sorry, I want to say something. That guy that is
Okay.
declare. Do you know the word declare? Pakistan declared a nation. Pakistan declared a nation. You know me?
Yes.
Vatican declared a nation. I don't really believe. Why is it bothering about the declaration of Vatican?
No. What the guy was trying to say is that Samonegba, that Biafra government have not met the criteria for declaration of Biafra. So he want to ridicule the activities of Biafra government in Israel now because he don't understand what PM said. PM said that after the self-referendum, if we meet that number, maybe 2 million or more above, voted,
20 million.
then they cannot declare Biafra. So he was saying that what if that number is not met? Are you still going to declare it also? But the question here is, why are you focusing on not meeting that number? Why are you also questioning PM about who is supervising the self-referendum, knowing fully well that for you to get that self-referendum that he's talking about, where UN, world powers, world leaders will gather around and give that referendum to Biafrans in Nigeria, there's something you have to do, which is one-on-one confrontation war, which PM said that he don't want that kind of thing, that kind of war again, war whereby one-on-one you face Nigerian army will face you. You understand? That is not what he wants. There's types of war. One is you have economic war, guerrilla warfare, and normal war that people used to know. PM said that those ones that you used to know is not what you are going to use because it will endanger the life and properties of our people. So what we have to use is something that will be difficult for Nigerian army or Nigerian government to handle, which is what they are using now. And this guy don't want to talk about that area. Their focus is, why are you talking about even referendum at all? They are not in support of that referendum because they think that the only way you will get your referendum is where UN and the United Nations, even UK, will give you a referendum, knowing fully well that these people, they were not going to give it to you because they are the one making you. If they don't want to talk about the benefit of those countries, can you, just like you have an affair with somebody's wife, you understand? You have an affair with somebody's wife, and at the same time you are suggesting to that man that you're having an affair with his wife how to do something and catch somebody who is cheating on you, who is sleeping with your wife. So there's nobody will give you ideas of how to catch a cheating wife when that person knows that he also is sleeping with your wife. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. You cannot sabotage yourself. You can't sabotage yourself unless if you have something going on with your brain. And PM here is trying to explain to him one thing with our Igbo people is this: we always think that we know everything. We always think that we are the smartest. We know everything that comes out from our head is writing. Some of us are making that as a mistake. You think that PM and federal government in Nigeria are not getting it right. Fine, that's your opinion. But pushing it, saying it in a derogatory way, whereby you are insulting even PM, insulting people, forgetting that even if you don't value or you don't like what PM are saying, there are some people who have their faith on him. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are some people who have their faith on him. And I am not bothered about the insult and the words that are coming out from their mouth when they're talking to TPA, because I have listened to when MNK, Master American, was still here with us, how he talked, and I have been on his live program where he received question and answer. I've seen people calling him, even insulting him, and those people are here because one woman here in that platform, this platform that we were playing on in that program, was saying that yes, that he is not in support of what Manzagan was doing. Listen to this thing. He was not in support of what Manzagan was doing, but Manzagan has given order to stop sit at home, and Samnak by refused to stop it. So before the kidnap of Master Makano, whatever Master Makano said is nonsense to you. You don't like him. But immediately he's saying something from DSS, that thing should be obeyed by you. You see the brain of Igbo people, they think that they know everything. They think that somebody who specializes in selling ice cream. Once he overheard somebody discussing about how to mold block or how to build a house, how the job of an architect, he will jump back to give a lecture on that. This is somebody who specializes only on selling ice cream or on how to do zobo. He left that his profession and started telling you, try to lecture you on your own field. Somebody we are talking about, once a military officer, he knows about this more than you. Samirepa is a lawyer. Some of them are just school sats, A level. Why once you have your work, you are jumping up around and trying to make sense, trying to comment on everything. It doesn't work that way. That is why I cannot come out to preach or say give history of which I don't have. It doesn't make sense. And most of them trying to Biafran government in Israel this, Samanapa is this. So one of them said that Samanapa the only that he lost his uncles during the Biafran war, that he had family members he lost during that time. Samanapa asked him, okay, since you want to ask me this question, if I answer you, because the question was he was asking PM, what if you are pushed to face confrontational war? Do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to defend the land of Biafra and the Igbo people? So PM says, I will answer you this question, but I want to ask you a question. If I gave you an answer that we have what it takes, are you going to support Biafra? He said, no, he's not going to support because he don't like the way Samanepa is parading himself, that he feels so pompous. Oh my goodness. That that you see what is going on, not even in Igbo now, no, I'm talking about other parts of the country. And you're not afraid that those things that happen in Benue may one day wake up happening in Igbo land. What that thing that happened in Plateau, one day it will happen in Igbo land. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you are not even afraid of that. Then you don't care to know how strong this person that want to defend the land and border of Igbo land and Biafra land, how prepared he is. We don't care whether he have what it takes to defeat those enemies once they come, or to even to push the government to do what we want, which is restructuring, or even to push the government to say, okay, we are going to let you go peacefully. You don't know if he have what it takes, but your concern is even if you have that, as long as he is coming on social media and showing power, showing pride and proud, according to his words, that you are not going to support him, which means you don't even know what you want. Which means you don't know what you want, because you cannot tell me that you are suffering from typhoid fever. You have a typhoid fever in your body, and you went to hospital. Happy Ume. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Please hit the like button. You don't care to know anything about what he can offer and whatever he has prepared or he's preparing to do once this thing get to when push get to short. But because it's the way he carry himself, like I was saying, someone who have typhoid fever, and you know someone who you know somebody who have that medicine to cure you, and you don't want to receive that medicine because of the way the person presents himself, maybe to you he's so proud of himself, therefore you don't want to take that medicine from him. It doesn't make sense, which means you are not ready to receive your health back. So I just want us to understand the reason why I'm playing this is not that I cannot ignore this kind of nonsense, but most of them are like Ike Guru Agu. That is, most of them are like Ike Guru Agu, who come into IPOB with a very loud voice. And anybody, Biafra is this, Biafra is this, we are this, Biafra, speaking jargon. Immediately he saw one Modicano. I did not say that he sold Master Modicano. I'm just saying that after they sold, those who involved themselves, they know. What I'm saying is that immediately after they sold Master Modicano, all of them started reshaping their tones, limiting the kind of word they're using. Those who were using zoo, stop using zoo, talking about Nigeria. Those who were so careful with Nigerian policy, start making programs. They started making programs to unify IPOB with the Nigerian Igbo politicians, telling you they are making that's the only way to reduce mass number. No, these are the people who know that it's not. They know it's not that they are not stupid. They know it's not. But what they're trying to do to convince you so that you become a helper for them to get their political ambition, according to Ken Gora, who said that he have a political ambition. One of the lady that I was telling you here is very young, and that nobody will convince me that girl don't have any contact of politicians who rent house for her in abroad, where they once they say they want to go for medical care, medical checkup or whatever. This is the kind of girl politicians use to have some break. Once they travel abroad, they will go to where the girl is and enjoy. And he's receiving allowance from government. And he's here trying to tell you how people who have shop in Igbo land are suffering. Who have shop. What about those who have shop in Lagos State? The amount of money Igbos lost in the so-called business people lost in southeastern Nigeria today because of sit at home. The amount of money they lost in eastern region because of that sit at home that they are claiming now, compare it with the amount of money Igbos are losing in Lagos with their business destroyed and you have their residential home being pulled down. And then none of them is talking about the amount of Lagos State where there's no sit at home. Where there's no sit at home in Lagos State, the houses of Igbo being put down, the shop being set ablaze, everything happening in Lagos, the amount supersede whatever we are losing in Southeast because of sit at home. And you are doing the one you are suffering in Southeast, you are doing it for a reason, for your freedom and to make a point, even if you don't want to get freedom at all. But for people who have been subjugating you to know that you are not happy, is even enough. Because if when a giant is beating you, somebody who you cannot face, to box one-on-one, you can't box this person, confront that person one-on-one, physical confrontation. You can't do that. The only thing you can do is just to run away and start using your mouth and calling that person idiot, insulting that person. Use your mouth to abuse. Because once you come to physical confrontation, you are not there to deliver. So you cannot lose physical confrontation, lose with your word of mouth. That means you are handicapped, you have been conquered. So even if we cannot, Igbos don't have the power to face government or an army or whoever that is coming to destroy or to buy youth in Igbo land, that stay home is like a woman who use her mouth to bear herself. Use your mouth to talk. Even if that is what it means, I'm in support of it. Use that sit at home to prove a point. If government and those politicians who are not talking, calling at home, do you know the stress they are going through? it is better that you give them that stress than to keep quiet and they run you over. After destroying you, they kept quiet. Everything will just die off like that. Some people don't make use of their brain. They don't make use of their brain. You don't need to accept everything. Don't expect the Biafran government in Israel or anyone at all to be 100% right in whatever they do. No, it doesn't work that way. Even the current government of the country, Nigeria, how many things have they gotten right and what are they not getting right? Have you ever sit down and questioned them? You know, you don't. None of them, none of those guys have the zeal to even write to their own state governors and ask them, even to their senator who represent them, the allocation they gave you from federal government, what are you doing with it? I am from so local government in Nigeria. I'm from so place in Igbo land. The allocation they gave to you, allowances they gave to you, what have you done with my constituency? Comes to your own internal people, you turn to lion and tiger. That is when you want to confront or when you want to say something. I overheard somebody insulting, abusing man on Radio Biafra when he was doing question and answer program. That guy was insulting him. After he dropped the call, he hung the call on him. That's the kind of people who will tell you now, why don't you listen to Master Namdekan? Why don't you listen to him now? You say he's your leader. You said Namdekan will not allow this. You are just pushing yourself to become leader. Not that they love Master Namdekan. No. Don't. That is another point. Not that they love Master Namdekan. They don't. The target is to make sure that Master Namdekan remain there and to prove to you that we have suffered from what Master Namdekan was doing, and then you want to start doing the same thing that Master Namdekan was doing. Now, I prefer Master Namdekan in the captivity than you. So the love they have for Master Namdekan is only when Master Namdekan is in the hand of DSS. If you raise Master Namdekan today, they will go back to square one. That hatred, that garment of hatred they put on all this while, they will put it again to face Master Namdekan back. I would have believed some of their comment and thinking that maybe they don't know, they don't want to preach to them. But it is very, very clear that the only reason they are saying what they're saying at the moment is because to them, Master Namdekan is a conquered man because he's in the hand of DSS. So let us not talk much about him. Let's keep on, let us use him to convince those who are trying to do what he was doing. They're thinking that people are foolish or something like that. I don't understand. My goodness.
Yes, go ahead and address.
Let me answer you.
Because that's a cause of concern for me.
English is your problem. It's like English language is your problem. Because if you listen and understand English language, I said, after the self-referendum, when Biafra people have given us their mandate, we are going to declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra. So you do not understand the English language there. We are going to declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Biafra was already an independent state, recognized by nations, and we are restoring it back. So the declaration we are going to make is to declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra based on the referendum that we are going to conduct in conjunction with this sit at home that we have embarked for the past 2 years. That is a validation on its own. Because nobody in this world that is listening to news coming from Nigeria and Africa that have not heard about the sit at home of Biafra people in the southeast. So
I can assure you,
when I'm here, you listen to what I'm saying very well, so you don't misquote me. I said,
I heard you. I can assure you that.
Why are you saying something different?
Wait, excuse me, sir.
Chief, can you repeat Daniel's?
Please, we're having a conversation.
Daniel,
I'm trying to respect you, sir. So when I'm speaking,
I'm sorry, Daniel. I'm the one that muted everybody. I think the issue we are having with Simon responding is, he elongates his explanation for short questions, that he should go straight to the point. I think he left. Okay, he left. I think that's fine. If he left, that's okay. Because someone on our boss says questions, then there's a problem. with the whole thing. You can come to a being where almost 1,000 Igbos listening, and then you are speaking to them in a very condescending manner. Because you feel neighbor prime minister, you still have to respect people. I'm a know when they were questions to ask. I have some questions here.
This guy that is talking is supposed to be the host of this program. At the same time, he's the host, and he's making comments that Samuel PM is speaking to them in disconnecting manner or whatever he said. But I don't want to really believe that an Igbo man who don't have anything to offer in Nigeria, when you ask him, okay, face Nigeria and say something, he can't. We only have strength when we see our own. Condemning even what Yorubas or Lagos state government is doing to Igbos in Lagos, none of them have any strength or power, not even the state governors. But once an Igbo man says something, they're all jumping. Okay, my brother, yes, I noticed that your network is having serious problem, honestly. I know that. Happy May. Those people at the space are suffering from the Nigerian mentality, looking for power and position. That's what I do. Like Ike Guragu, they will start, making the comment. You think that you have someone who represents you very well, somebody you can be proud of. When it gets to the point you want to see, when you need them most, you want to see their best, they will turn 300, they will turn 360. They will turn 360 because they have agenda from day one. They have agenda from day one. That agenda is what makes me sick. That is what makes me sick. I'm not saying if you choose to support whatever you want to support, you have the right. I'm not against you. I'm not saying they should buy you. No. What I'm saying is that even if I do it in a decent manner. In a decent manner. Samuel responding to them, he said that he's speaking to them in a way that kind of looking down on them. If I was Samuel, I would be even more. I would be more ruthless because most of you and your questions are stupidity and foolishness after seeing what is happening for years. Even what happened to Peter Obi contesting for presidency should be a very big lesson to every average Igbo man. Every man from Igbo land need to use, whether you support Peter Obi or you don't support Peter Obi, it should be an eye opener to everybody. Few days ago, Fulani people launched their security outfit. Ammunitions, GPRG, whatever you can think of, parading on the street. No shots, no police, no army, no threat, not even a headline news. In fact, people who were discussing it in Arise TV was a kind of telling you the importance of the activities. Then you ask yourself, they started this security outfit in Nasarawa. How many Fulani lives in Nasarawa state? They are there because that is where they have conquered already. When we are talking about this thing, the reason why I hate Fulani anybody, but I just want you to understand what is pending to locate you, what is about to locate you in Anambra. You that think you are living in safe haven in Delta, in Lagos State, is coming after this Nasarawa. Benue have been, they are putting their men. They recruited Fulani. They did not hide it to you. They attached it to nomadic. Go and check what nomadic means and how they live their lives. Nomadic Fulani security outfits in another man's land, and they made it clear to you that they will gradually move to another state, not to northern state, that they will gradually move to another state, because the tactics is to make Nigerian army, to weaken them, sabotage them, pretend that not everything is going well. Then, by so doing, forcing and putting their people in replacement of the job that army supposed to be, supposed to have. They're putting there. So you can see all those things playing out, and you think that everything is bread and butter. When you talk, they say you are supporting Ekperima, you are supporting Ekperima. You are the DOS are wise. DOS are wise. As if that's one enough. You see another group jumping out that Nigerian Igbo politicians are the best. We are not happy with the Nigerian, no, but let us remain there. I have not seen this kind of people in my life. Oh. You agree that it's not working. Then the only problem you have is anybody who said that you should drop what you know that is not working. And you want to check the meaning of madness. What you are doing is what is called madness. Diana said, I go again because if I mistake your name, I don't know this your surname. He said those people on the space are evil. They have not said anything about the kidnapping of Mas Namodekano. They are lamenting on sit at home. They have nothing to offer. They are just foolish and stupid. You have said it all. You have said it all. Why would they comment on the kidnapping of Mas Namodekano when they are the one clapping for those who kidnap Master? They are happy. One of the women in that space, if you listen very well, said that he don't normally like activities of Master Kanu, but if Master Kanu is here today, that Master Kanu wouldn't have been doing what Samarapa is doing. So their problem with Samarapa is that we were complaining about Master Kanu, but I think you are taking it too far. And we are thinking that Master Kanu is at extreme, but this your activities is beyond our imagination. What is different between those people with what the governors are saying? These are people on the payroll of state governors. If somebody who have the time to question you about how you organize referendum, trying to belittle and tell you that doesn't work, that he knows how United Nations works when it comes to referendum, when it comes to freedom, and he have no knowledge of how to question his senators, what they do with the allocation they give to them. All of them are people that signed petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. This Okokoyi in Africa here now, they are the one who were clapping for, shouting, "Oh, breaking news! We are happy! Let him go and die! Let him go and buy! Let him go and do." They are the one people who enjoy suffering, seeing their people. And the annoying part of, I have said it before, anybody who is in an Igbo, who is from Igbo land, you have not traveled abroad. Any day you see somebody who lives in abroad and that as telling you that everything is working well in Nigeria, that you should not mind those people telling you to sit at home, that person is your number one enemy. They are in abroad, they have seen life, they have seen how government works, they have been to medical health system, a good one, quality one. They know how education works abroad. They know the benefit of living in a decent country. They know it. You have not seen it. I don't blame you. I cannot blame anybody who stays in Nigeria and making this kind of argument. I will not blame you. My anger goes to those who travel abroad, who have been abroad, and see how things works. I was like that when I was in Nigeria. I was like that. I was thinking that people who lives in abroad, they have everything going for them and all that. You understand? And to me, I don't even know that's what is called decent environment, good medical health system, good standard of education. Even to take loan from bank and the assistance is very, very easy. A government can will allow you, as long as you have a job, which they will provide for you after education. This country where I am at the moment, there's nothing like WAEC to get to university. You don't take this nonsense exam, aptitude test, criminal, take jam form, take a WAEC form, all those nonsense you are hearing there. You don't see it abroad. And if after taking it there, if you want to travel abroad to study, you are subject to study to take another exam because they know where you are coming from is very, very poor. If you study nursing in Nigeria, for you to work, even to lift up a syringe in any clinic or hospital in abroad, you have to undergo another exam. You have to go back to school. They will take you on exam to see your level of reasoning and understanding. That course that you claim that you have. If you're a barrister, a lawyer in Nigeria, once you travel abroad, you have to undergo another exam. After telling you take WAEC, you take JAMB, you take aptitude test, you do something, you do assignment, after everything, once you go abroad, and those your leaders know, they know how other countries regard their citizens. They know. They don't want to. How many of them have their children study from primary school, secondary school, university level in Nigeria? No politician, even if local, any of them that is making 10 million, just little money, 10 million. That person don't have his or her children study in Nigeria, never. Instead, they will commit more crime to finance that person, their child trip to abroad. And you that don't have anybody in politics, you don't have anybody in power, you manage to squeeze out from the country, doing all those many jobs, working maybe as a farmer, or just doing something abroad, earning money and feeding your people back home. Once you hear people saying, okay, let's push this government that have all the things to make our country be like where you are, you become the obstacle. Like you can go Rago. He's in South Africa shouting, and South Africa is far better than Nigeria. He's in fact he's having to compare Nigeria. He was there. I don't know if he have gone back. He's seen all those things, good road, constant power supply, decent environment and everything. But what did he do? That he had political ambition. Because of that political ambition, he will do everything to sabotage whoever that want to make where he comes from to become like South Africa at minimum. Not even US, just South Africa. You see his activities. That his joy, whatever he wants, is to go back and become politician. I have political ambition. You think it's a joke? Oh? He's serious about it. That's why you see Fayoba. And Igbos don't question their people. You have a politician who is doing everything to this have gone when they're siphoning money, hiding it. No, now it is very common now. Very nobody cares. When the corruption gets to security agencies, that is final. That is final. When I was in primary school, you dare not challenge Nigerian army in terms of all those bandits and you use gun. They know how to handle you. But because the godfatherism are the one who is in the helm of affair of those bandits and everything, then it will continue, it will not stop. And you that having nothing, only because your brother is a senator, you are ready to fight anything fightable, just to make sure that your brother name will not be mentioned, to call him out for what he have committed. And you are in abroad as well, enjoying. And everybody want to, like I said, I will never ever behave like PM. No. I will not. Sorry. Because it is even that is the most difficult. First there, you will see somebody who is a school dropper, maybe not even, the person did not even attend secondary school, let alone university. He will be insulting you, trying to lecture you on your field, what you know. Imagine these people now. None of them, if you ask them what have they done in life, they have not, organized any security outfit. Even how will I mention? Maybe they are in their village, they don't have any security outfit. Even just neighborhood watch, they don't have neighborhood watch. They cannot even organize neighborhood watch in their own village. But they are trying to lecture you on how to form an army for a nation. Someone that you are challenging, and he is this, is that. Nobody have complained that someone, siphoned money contributed in the Biafran government in exile. Nobody have complained. I remember when they complained about Masinamunakan that he took money, he did this, he did that. After everything, it was a lie. That is how they want to push you to know your strength. When they say, well, we need to build the Radio Biafra, we need to build, Masinamunakan was okay, let us raise money. People, donate to the after donation. He bought equipment and sent it back to Nigeria. The same Igbo people who did not contribute anything jump out. Show us the equipment. Show us. If you say you bought, he said I have bought it. It's there. I will not show you. They say, oh, we are not stupid. You did not buy anything. Don't mind him. You did not buy anything. Out of should I say anger, or just to prove to them that he did what he said he had done. He mentioned to them where the transmitter was. Boom! Nigeria security agents will rush there and capture that. That is to tell you that people who hate Biafrans are so many. Who don't want this freedom. There are so many. And to me, why I said I cannot be like Simon Ekpa, you see this Fulani bandit we are talking about, all those things. Sometimes I feel like maybe we should just allow them to taste Igbo land a little while so that their brain will open. Because we are no more hearing from in Lagos State anymore. I think if you interview people now in Lagos State, they are talking nice, they are making sense because their business and the shops are going down. Before now, we always hear broadcasts from Lagos. You see an Igbo man who sit down in Lagos, you are stupid, you are this. We are in Lagos, Lagos. Now, what happened? Because everybody is affected in Lagos. Only few number of Igbos are free. And more is coming, don't worry. Don't worry. More in Lagos State, by the time the Yoruba people and the Fulani finish with Igbos in Lagos State, whenever freedom of Biafra is being mentioned, all of them will stand up and start clapping their hands because it's getting there. It's getting there. People will come online and it's not, if you don't know anything to say, you don't need to comment. You don't need to comment. Imagine if Nigeria is working and people are shouting freedom of break, and then you can see there's no sense in that. But this is a situation whereby for you to get admission as an Igbo man is a problem. For you to do business, they were insulting you that you only know how to do business, buying and selling. We say, okay, let's begin buying and selling. What happened now? Igbos are the head of commerce. They are the head of commerce in Nigeria. Let us deal with them. How to deal with you? They stop shipment. You have to go through Lagos. They mount all the security agencies on the way from Lagos to Badagry to all this Lagos state down to Benin City, and you head to Delta and Anambra and down to Enugu and just eastern region. Security checkpoint, because they want to make money from you after paying custom in Lagos. After paying custom, some people will say, like one of the Yoruba guy who is known for attacking Igbo people. That one was before he was saying, Igbos are fake drug. The reason most of Igbos are getting themselves in those dirty jobs is to meet up, just to meet up, because the environment is not there for you. There is no environment for you to run your business, not political business anymore, because Igbos have been pushed out from politics. Never. That's why most of other positions, you have to lick plate in the house of your godfatherism before you can now become somebody, not because of your qualification. Mention all these governors in Southeast today who started from nothing and all of a sudden find themselves where they are. None. They all went through serving godfatherism because that is how the system want you to believe that you can make it. Ikenga that you see today is now licking plates of Ifeanyi to become somebody in Anambra State. You think it's a joke? Before you know it, Ikenga is appointed as the commissioner of one thing or one other in Anambra State. Before you know it, Ikenga is one of the House of Reps in Anambra State. You can only talk, yab him few months, and that will die off. He will keep on going politically, moving ahead. He said he have a future. That is what they discuss in secret with Ifeanyi. Don't you like how the way I'm living my life? Do you know how much I want? Do you know how much I can steal? And nobody will question. I want you to stay. Just follow me. Do what I ask you to do. Give me information of where my organ is. Something like that. I'm not saying that he did. I'm just using it to just explain, So people need to stop backing up evil. Stop backing up evil. It is very, very shameful, honestly. Very, very shameful.
At what point can you decide? Because he's supposed to answer that question, but he left already. So that's fine. Simon, if you still care to come up to respond to those questions, that's fine. If you don't want to respond to them, that's also totally fine. We have to move forward. Abụgo m ya bụ onye bụ onye Igbo karịa ibe ya. If you think na ọgụ nwa bụ Igbo n'isi, onwere onye bụ onye Igbo karịa ibe. All of us were stake.
That is another mistake that Igbo people are making. No, well, Igbo carry ibe. He said, like, oh, when the Igbo carry ibe. Now, Master Makano is more Igbo than you. Samanapa is more Igbo than you. What have you done for Igbo people? I'm not talking about all those where you come from of a thing that you are this, you are that, and Igbo. No, I'm talking about your achievement, what you have, what you can offer to Igbo people. If an Igbo man want to present a letter now to UN, between Simon Ekpa and this man, who will deliver that letter first? If Igbo people want to deliver information to President Biden of US, between Simon Ekpa and you, who is talking, who will deliver that information first to the president? Is it Simon or you? And you are here telling me that there's no this is the statement they use to make themselves look more stupid. To make yourself look more stupid. Simon Ekpa and Masaman and even many other Igbos are ahead of you in terms of all those things you are talking. That you have opportunity to say something like me now, because I am here making live. I will jump everybody will carry beer. Who is Simon Ekpa? Is it not the same broadcast that you're making that I'm making? My brother, there is difference between broadcast and passing information and doing the doings. You don't just that I'm talking does not make me superior than you that's listening. You can also talk. That is just a fact. You can talk. But the problem here is, what are you saying? What are you doing? What can you do? Even if you can do it, who will do it faster? Meaning cooking, or should I say, who built his families first? He who have all those kitchen appliances first are more likely having the old appliances. I don't know if I'm getting the interpretation very well, because I able to see when in the BBS or when in the key when it. That is means that the old or aged pot. So the pot or kitchen appliances that is aged, that is old. For example, your mother who has married to your father before you were born, and now you got married. Between you and your mother, who have older pots? Are you or is it you or your mother? In the man, well, I keep fine, but Igbos have more people that can do something than you.
So let's move on. Daniel, over to you.
Yeah, it's if I be qualifying, you understand. Because you cannot wake up from nowhere and then you say you organize a self-referendum. Aburo to Akeshi organize a referendum. Who are? Yeah, Aburo Yane, you can go and Google it. Aburo to Akeshi organize a referendum.
But go and know go market organize. You're going to organize area. Go and know Daniel. Go and know go market.
Okay. At least I still have the co-host privilege. Oh, if you want to rave mad, you rave mad, I will remove you. You understand? I'll be respecting everybody here. I brought to against a referendum.
You see, this host, once you want to counter what their people are saying, I don't really understand. I still get confused. Who involved PM in this platform? Why did he go to this platform? Why did he in first place go to this platform? It's just like when a platform organized by somebody who is in support of DOS, who is not in agreement, or who is not supporting the activities of Biafran government in exile, having space on Twitter, and you just went there to do what? I can't fathom that. What is going on? Why did PM went to this platform in first place? Because you notice that this host is part and parcel of those people who is asking to speak. That's why you have many of their followers in that platform. At least at least they are 20 here. And once you want to send, he mute you. What you want to call, the guy on the background was questioning PM, saying, this is this is not how to do organize referendum. Somebody quickly responded to that, saying, so since you know that this is not how to do the referendum, what stops you from doing that referendum the way you want it to be organized? And he quickly stopped that person.
You don't wake up one day and then you start telling people to generate Gmail, need GMA referendum. It messes there, then you declare a state. When I'm not the madlock, or you follow an adult. I brought to a case here, me. Because you know, Google is there for you to search. If you don't know, ask questions. Okay, Chief, look at another indictment. I'm buying a cool the other people say Igbo people, everybody buying into it. Thank God, don't you call now many people did not agree into it, but they were forced to do it. How do you force your people to do something? You are going against their wish. You are grandstanding. You don't need an out order.
And tomorrow now, if something start happening in this man's village, there are people who start calling government in exile to rescue them. Like those group in a village in Enugu State is not calling him. I said it clearly. If I am PM, you see, God knows why he did not make me to have the opportunity to be like Mazamokan or Samuel. Because I will not do that. I can't. There's one program that Mazamokan did one time. He said something. He said that if not because of Chukwuka drama, I will never do this for Igbos, that you don't deserve it. And honestly speaking, none of Igbos deserve it. I'm telling you gospel truth. There's no way somebody will lay his life in pains and agony for this kind of people. You are hearing their voice now. For what? I can't do that. I will not. I will never ever. I have never felt this way. I have heard DOS talking. I heard people from P2B during his time talking. But you see, this space is the worst of all. These people here in this space if I am PM, to be honest with you, I will do everything needed to make sure that I know where they come from, their villages, their town, their families, and everything. If possible, I will do that. Because if I don't have it, I will limit myself from defending anybody. Most of them, you see, when you hear that Fulani herdsmen are doing this, are doing that, it could be nemesis, it could be karma of what people from there have done in the past. I'm telling you gospel truth. How can somebody, after seeing what is at stake, there's no way, there's no pattern of gunshot that is just, that you say, okay, it's just little. Don't shoot it harder. They don't shoot it harder in gun. They don't. And Fulani people don't see you as a human being because they are Muslim. They are Islamic extremists. People who believe that you are not meant to live because you don't support Muhammad. Their ideology is there from childhood, and the money is there to back it up. And they have you to defend it. Some of them have never even touched a gun, not even a catapult. Only be in a presence where gunshot is on, to hear the sound of it for 5 minutes. Some of them will pee in their pants. I'm telling you. But somebody who is living comfortably, none of them have lifestyle of Simon Ekpa. And remove anything agitation here, remove everything in Biafra here, compare the activities of them, the achievement they have made in abroad, and the one that PM have, individual achievement. None of them, in fact, all of them joined together did not what Simon Ekpa was in terms of individual achievement at his age, at his Thomas age. None of them. But these are old cargoes. You think that the man is talking. And Masamukan is there in DS receiving torture steady for him to subdue and accept the plan, the request they have placed on him, which all people, everybody is pushing him to support, to bow down. He refused. It's for the sake of this kind of people. Nah.
Okay, Akuna, there is this that guy blocked me. I don't know why.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
I'm trying to shift the. Let me see where.
answering the question, maybe the admin are having some problems, or maybe they don't know. And so you telling me that it's not because your state do not answer questions. That doesn't mean that every other state are not answering questions. People are responding to the questions that are being asked, thrown into the platforms. So I believe maybe if the admin is busy or some kind, I don't know. I don't know why he's not answering or responding. Even when you ask the question, hold on. Even when you ask the question, it's not necessarily the admin that is supposed to answer you.
Anyway,
Anybody.
they are talking another thing here, but I don't want to deviate from the topic. So I don't want to deviate from the topic. We only have a PM to support. If you want your freedom, even if you don't want Biafra, you don't like Biafra, right? You want to stay in Nigeria. What is the guarantee of your property you have in Nigeria as a Nigerian? What is the guarantee of your property? Ask yourself this question. If you can be able to answer those questions, then you are good to go. You are good to go. Because most of us don't really understand what is playing out. That is typical black people. That you saw what happened in Plateau State, where Christian communities are. What happened to them? What make you think that you, who is being known for Christianity as an Igbo man, will just be no problem? These people now, because ndị Igbo dị good mma ihu na abụ esi ebe esi ebe a eri ebe eri ebe a ebe afọ chere erie. So if what they are pushing come to fulfillment, which I don't pray for, but I think there's some part of Igbo land deserve it, some community in Igbo land deserve at least a taste of Fulani presence, at least 3 weeks, 1 month Fulani presence in their region, in their town, then they can pursue them. But let them, in fact, my prayer to these people here is that they will find themselves in a place where in fact, what will happen to them for them to know that what they are pushing for is not for life, it is for death, will happen to them, so that they will now realize what it means to do what you're supposed to do. Thank you guys for coming to my live today. Please hit the like button, share the video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so.